The following program is for adult audiences only.
Time to open up some whoop ass.
Turn the volume up, they can hear from hell. Everyone's ready, so let's ring the bell. Ding, 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 let's start the clock. HCW, yeah, we're bumping chops.
Welcome back to HCW's Bumping Chops, where the chops hurt and the words mean nothing. I'm your host, Billy Simmons, owner of Heartland Championship Wrestling. Joining alongside of me is my co-host and good friend, Bobby Casey.
He got it right this time. Owner.
I haven't signed that contract yet. Dickie keeps avoiding me.
Ooh. But on a second note, welcome back to another episode of Bumping Chops. Bumping Chops is proudly presented to you by the Chubby Buddy Studio. So if you like listening to Bumping Chops, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. Also, if you just enjoy listening, you can follow us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and all the other listening platforms besides Apple still. But also follow the Chubby Buddy Studio on all social media platforms. But Bumping Chops is also proudly presented to you by Mason Coley Creative. Mason Coley is not only the man behind the camera, he's a fan behind the camera. Wouldn't you agree?
I agree.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were going to have something special to say.
I have a lot of special to say, but I thought you had something special to say
I was
first.
going to let you get what you wanted out because what I have to do.
You confused me.
What I have to do is going to be instructions on how to win a giveaway.
So, I don't know if you're following Chubby Buddy's studio at all. Go look up Mason Coley Creative. Look at the pictures that man creates, not only of just professional wrestling and Heartland Championship Wrestling, but of rodeos, of football, of
amazing
weddings, so many different things. This man creates magic with a camera. And if you're not following him, go follow him. If you need any camera work, he's the man to book. So get your time in with Mason Coley Creative.
What is the name of the HCW November show, by the way? Is it Nowhere to Run again?
I think so.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I didn't want to misquote it or anything like that. So, but not only is Mason Coley an amazing photographer at all trades of photography, I think action sports is where he's at.
I agree.
Action and everything. So, but Mason Coley, on November 22nd at Heartland Championship Wrestling, Heartland Championship Wrestling is not only going to be live in Wichita, but they're bringing the heart to the heartland, just as like they always do every month at the Osage Rec Center. But November's show is almost like a tornado siren usually for what's to come in April for HCW's legacy. Would you agree with that statement? I mean,
yeah, I think November is kind of a statement to the end of the year and where the wrestlers are looking for legacy, which is the biggest show of the year. So where they're pushing into what areas and kind of lining things up for that.
I didn't want to speak out of pocket, but I think that is like the last time you guys had a cage match. So like it's one of the biggest shows of the year.
Yes and no. Last year was a little different because October is going to be massive.
Ooh,
October 25th in Wichita, Kansas is going to be a show you absolutely do not want to miss. It's one of those things where last year we were doing a Comic-Con when we were supposed to do our regular show, but I love Halloween, and Halloween time, October will start being a main attraction for Heartland Championship Wrestling. So, and we're gonna pop it off this October 25th in Wichita. But before that, you have October 18th, Salina, Kansas. Salina, we love it just as much. And I love Halloween again, so that show should be just as good.
But to my point about Mason Coley, all right, listen up, fans of wrestling, listen up, HCW family. Mason Coley Creative, our sponsor for Bumping Chops, wants to send give away two lucky winners a chance at a VIP experience at HCW's November show, Nowhere to Run, so that I've been told.
Man.
So, but here are some specifics that you just need to listen to. They're pretty easy. It's going to sound like a lot, but it's very simple. All right. After this episode airs, which is going to be today is Monday. I think it's the 13th or something like that. 12th. I don't remember. I wrote it down on my Today in Wrestling History. But anyways, make sure that you go over to the Chubby Buddy Studios Facebook page, or just head over to Facebook and make sure you're doing 3 of these things. All right. Make sure you are following. What's that?
13th.
The 13th. Follow Mason Coley Creative on Facebook. Follow the Chubby Buddy Studio on Facebook, and make sure you're also following Heartland Championship Wrestling on Facebook. After you're done with that, you go to the Chubby Buddy Studio page and find the post designated for this giveaway. There will only be one post, no other ones. Go there, comment done. Just comment the word done, and we will verify that you're following all 3 of those channels. But for a bonus entry, make sure you go into the YouTube area, wherever you watch your YouTube videos. Take a screenshot of you following or subscribe to the Chubby Buddy Studio on YouTube, and where you commented done at, also post that picture. That will be your second entry, and your chance at your third and final entry.
Oh, wow.
Go to Instagram. Make sure you are following Mason Coley Creative, because he now has an Instagram page.
Okay.
Make sure you are following the Chubby Buddy Studio.
Okay.
And make sure you're following Heartland Championship Wrestling. And the same thing applies. Go to the post on the Chubby Buddies Instagram page and comment the word done. And that's it. You then have now 3 possible ways to win. And
so it gives you 3 entries into the contest by doing 3 things, and all following not only Mason Coley Creative, the Chubby Buddy Studio, and Heartland Championship Wrestling. Sounds pretty easy to me.
Yeah. And for a chance to win tickets during November, right before Thanksgiving, is pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah. And these are tickets that are $35 a piece. It gets you table seating. It gets you $5 at the concession stand, and it gets you a autographed poster. So these tickets are very worth the money, and now being given away for free, which is amazing.
Exactly. And it's just a room for growth, and we appreciate Mason Coley for doing that. We will also announce that winner either live on that week's episode of Bumping Chops, which will be November 17th.
Okay.
Or I'll try to work something out to where we can go live and draw the winner. I don't really feel comfortable. I don't want people to think that I'm trying to screw them over or anything like that. That's why I don't like to do the spinning wheel thing. I don't really know how fair it is. But I don't want people to feel like they're getting gypped because, say, a fan that's already been coming to HCW wins it. I mean, that's still fair. But that's all. That's all I'm a little skeptical about. So I'm going to spitball with you about that. So make sure you're following it. All those, just do all that stuff. But right after this post, go to Facebook and do all those things. Go to Instagram and do all those things, and you have a chance to win it 3 times for a VIP experience,
which is a fantastic thing. So appreciate you, Mason. Can't wait to see you coming up and. Look at your messages.
And you can follow HCW on social media.
You can follow HCW on all social medias at HCW Live 23, and that is on all social platforms, HCW Live 23.
And today we have a busy episode, as you've heard. I mean, I've talked more this time than I have probably on any episode. That's not my job. My job is the producing part of it. But today, we're going to hit you with some Today in Wrestling History, and we have a new sponsor segment for that, which is going to be sponsored by a very special company. And we're also going to talk about some upcoming HCW shows and a little bit of information about that. So, BJ mentioned before, we got Freaked Out. That is taking place in Salina on October 18th, right? Is that 18th?
It is the 18th, October 18th.
And then that'll move right into the following week in Wichita again. We'll talk about that, which is going to be for their 3rd annual Wake the Dead. I think your first one was at Leavenworth, right?
Yeah, I think that very first one was Leavenworth, and then we've been Wichita ever since. And I call it the second one because Wichita is, home base.
Facts. But that's not all. We are also joined by not just one guest. We have, for the first time, 2 guests at once.
That's it.
And now, correct me if I'm wrong. These 2 weren't always kicking in doors and causing chaos in the wrestling ring. Am I right?
That's true.
If I'm correct, I believe we saw them ringside usually, starting off in security, protecting the ones that are watching, protecting the ones that needed help. And apparently you saw some, production out of them. And move them straight up to your personal muscle for when Dickie wanted to throw a temper tantrum.
Okay.
And then now, here we are. Things have changed since December, whatever that was, for the Red Kettle Rumble when they debuted with the 7th Seal, I think it was. Was that the day that they debuted as a tag team?
I believe so.
Man, I'm pretty good at this, I think. I think I should be the historian of HCW, maybe. I don't know. Maybe because I write everything down?
That would be smart.
What?
Writing everything down.
No, I write everything down, so that's why I know.
I said that would be smart.
I try it. But anyways, whether you hate them or you love them, you cannot deny the rise from the underground to the diamond stage. Now they stay dripping in gold as your new HCW Tag Team Champions. Joining us on Bumping Chops and from the Seventh Seal, give it up for Darren Jekyll and Michael Maverick, the Diamond Kings.
What's up, fellas?
How y'all doing? What's going on?
What about that intro, guys?
That was an intro. I almost shed a tear, but then I realized who I am, so then I had to hold it back.
I said whether you like them or you hate them or love them. So, I mean, that gave them a cue.
There you go. That means everybody can acknowledge us. As simple as that. Everybody can love or hate.
That's it.
There's no denying us. Shoot. There you go. Just like that.
Where do you want to get this started at? Because I've got a couple questions specifically because I kind of want to know the backstory of how they said, "Hey, I want to give this guy a call."
Okay. Let's talk about each one of you individually first. So let's go, Jekyll, you first, brother. Let's go. So what got you into the wrestling business? What route did you take to get to me? And then what's your thoughts on the Bears Den and where you're at with HCW?
Well, I'll start off by saying, like any other person growing up, I've been in love with wrestling, the entire thought of it, just the whole entire spectacle and just the characters themselves. I've been watching it since I was like 6 years old and I'm still watching it even today. I had a spill where I stopped watching for a while, but I ended up picking it back up due to my wife. But I'll get into that here in a sec. I started off playing football since I was like 8 years old. And I thought that would be my my go-to final for a good part of my life. Then I got into college. And I'll be honest, I kind of screwed up my grades a bit and tried to do summer school, but I ended up figuring out my tuition did not cover summer classes, so I eventually had to drop out. At that point in my life, I went into a bit of a deep depression, didn't know where I was going to go with my life, didn't know what I was going to do anymore. And for a while, I just started coasting until I came across my wife and a couple of her friends who convinced me that I could do wrestling. And for a while, I thought I couldn't do it because I thought that was like some celebrity type status stuff that, only few fortunate could even get into. Same thing with like acting and stuff like that. I thought I wouldn't be able to because I have to take a route like that to even get into it, not knowing that there are so many different paths that I could take. I got in touch with a friend of mine who, Billy, you trained yourself, call him Barefoot Brandon. He told me about wrestling, told me to get into it and showed me a couple of things that I could do. Took me to a seminar down in Texas where I ended up meeting up with Roddy Mack, who did train me for a little bit until I got to a point where I couldn't afford to go down to Texas due to a couple of car crashes that set me back few $1,000s deep in the hole. And I couldn't do it anymore. And I figured, you know what, let me just put it on pause, figure out life first before I try to take any other route. And then that's when I came into contact with Billy. And through a miracle, Grace, he saw something in me and decided to take me under his wing to further push me even further than I thought I was already being pushed. And I started training with Billy, and I think like a few months in to the training, I started off wearing a mask and had my first match against the illustrious Ray Leon, where losing effort. I did lose that one, but I was able to show that not just to everyone, but to myself that I can still do this shit. Sorry for cutting,
Yeah.
but
I cuss it like a sailor. Go ahead. You're
Cool.
free.
but I can still like get into it. I can still keep going. And I think through that, I proved it to also Billy that he is not wasting his time with someone. And that was my main concern, was making sure that nobody's time was being wasted on me. So I just started putting as much effort as I could into this and trying to figure out how ways I can get better, not just as a wrestler, but as a character in promos, all kinds of different stuff. And I just been grinding ever since. And honestly, my spirit is full right now because of where I'm at. And I'm really can't wait for what's going to be coming up next. Because I may be champ right now, but this is just the start.
Oh, yeah.
That's a statement.
Oh, yeah. Before we get to you, Mav.
Oh, yeah, I was like,
grab a drink because my mouth is parched and I don't like not having a drink in my hand. Which one you trying?
I'm going to go with the one that I think that I'll dislike the most, like out of these three.
Why would you go with that one? Why wouldn't that be your last one?
Because I want to get it out of the way, and then I'll cover up the taste with the good ones.
Oh, so you think you'll dislike that?
I think I'll dislike this one most.
Okay, gotcha.
Out of the four, I think I'll dislike the pumpkin one most.
Okay, which that's probably my assumption too. But this is Angry Orchard Hard Cider. This is Berry Bewitched. So we're gonna try this thing. We tried the pumpkin off camera. I told him I think we should try the rest of them on camera. So we're gonna do that real quick, and then we're gonna get to Michael Maverick.
Cheers,
over
there.
Cheers.
Yeah, Berry Bewitched. Ooh, that is not okay. I totally
All right.
threw some shade at pumpkin.
Pumpkin was 10 times better than this shit.
I thought I was acting like bougie.
Is it bewitched because it's like
tart?
Gonna put a spell on your ass or what? Because fuck.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Purple Passion.
Oh.
Purple
Hey, y'all ever drink that Purple Passion?
Oh my god,
Bro, it was I think it was a Mad Dog 2020. And it was called Purple Passion.
The Beast.
Bro.
It sounds like that
horrible.
Sunkiss commercial. Purple stuff.
It would fuck you up though.
Yeah, Mad Dog's already dangerous. So
You would be
I'm glad I
trashed.
started with this one on these three, but I think in
I'm
order
gonna
so
chug
far,
this motherfucker quick, so I ain't gonna enjoy this one.
yeah, so far it goes. This
Last.
one's worse,
And then
over pumpkin.
I agree with you there.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so while we're chugging these down, Mr. Michael Maverick, same question, sir.
Hot
all right. Well, so same as Jekyll. It was I was a wrestling fan since I was a kid, since I could understand what I was watching on the TV. And same as him, I was playing football, tackle football since I was 5 years old. So as soon as I could since I gained consciousness, I was already hitting heads with other people. And I went and I started playing college ball. I went all the way through high school playing football year from year. And then high school, I kind of got sick of it, kind of got repetitive, you know. But then I got my first college scholarship and I was like, no, I could go to college free for it. So I might as well keep it going. So I went to Butler Community College and was playing football there for 2 years, 3 seasons, but 2 years. We had to do 2 seasons in one full school year because of COVID. And we played a full regular season in the spring, straight into a regular season in the fall.
Ooh.
And yeah, so
Hold up. How old are you two?
I am 23 years old.
And I'm 30.
Okay, thank God. Oh, thank God.
Oh yeah, I graduated COVID.
I got told old the other day. That's why I was like, oh no, my niece, your cousin, I was old, and she's going to be here tomorrow recording an episode of a podcast with me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm sorry. Interrupted.
Oh no, you're all good. But yes, people do get surprised that I'm younger than what I look. But yeah, I graduated 2020, COVID year, had that free half a year off for spring break, you know. But then after Butler Community College, I went and I played at Quincy University for 1 year. And after that, I had 2 beautiful baby girls. And I went from being 30 minutes away from them to 6.5 hours away from them. And after a year, I kind of fell into a state where I was like, I don't want to be this far away from my babies no more. Yep. So with having just a semester left of school, I left Quincy University, come back home just so I could be on full-time dad duty. And when I got home, I sat around for a week just working, had my security job. I sat for a week. And then in my head, I was like, I don't like it. So I instantly started searching around. I was like, I might as well get into the pro wrestling business. And I went to school for mass communications. So I'm a big media nerd and just a geek about everything. So originally, like since I was a kid, I never wanted to be a wrestler. I actually wanted to be a commentator. That was my dream. Growing up watching Jerry Lawler and
nice
and JR going at it at the booth. I always wanted to be at the booth, not really in the ring. So after I came home and sat around for a week, I started looking for wrestling schools because I was like, I got to stay active. Let me get in this ring. And I started looking around, and the closest ones I can find at first were Oklahoma and Colorado and all that. And I was like, that's a little too far for my liking. And I was like, I just came back from being so far away. I want to be with my kids and whatnot. And then right before I gave up, I was searching on Facebook and I seen Billy Simmons, the Bears Den. And I was like, Hutch, Kansas. That's just an hour away. Let me text him and see what's going on. So I text him and he immediately texts back. Not even like a couple minutes later, he shoot me back. And the first thing you said was, it's not pretty, but we put in the work. And I was like, that's fine with me. Let's get to work. I think the following week or 2 weeks, he invited me to one of the shows where he had me work security at, and instantly fell in love. I was like, yeah, this is my place where I need to be.
Do you remember what show it was?
It was late July. I don't remember which one. I think it was, I'm not sure.
That'd have been Block Party, probably.
It was Block Party, yes.
Yeah. So when Cameron got dotted with that beach ball.
Mm-hmm. Yes. That's exactly what it is.
Between Cameron and Stormy.
Last woman standing. Get that right.
I still have the video in my phone of me because I remember Billy saying, don't be on your phones, blah, blah, blah. So I'm sitting in the corner with my phone snuck right here. And it's where Cameron threw Stormy into that table, or they both jumped into the table. And I was like, I love this place. So then the next week I started training and I fell in love with it even more. And then speaking of that, that was the first week where me and Carlos connected. And I was like, oh, yeah, this is my homeboy. I realized this is just me, just a couple years down the line. I'm sorry to call you old, brother, but hey, I was like, this is him just this is me just a couple years down the line, and I love
you guys act like you guys have been friends for life. Like me and his brother have known each other since 5th grade. Like that's what I get like when I'm like around you guys in the back.
But the connection at the training facility, you could tell immediately. Carlos likes to joke around and have fun. And Mike and Kalen does too, bro. Like they meshed so well at training. And then kind of like Ray and Chance were way back in the day, these two you'd have to force them to get the fuck out the ring. Yeah. So when you have to force people to get out the ring, that means they want it. They care about it. I remember, Kalen, when you came in, you still had that football attitude, was everything had to be 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Yep.
Everything had to be 1,000,000 fucking miles an hour. And I'd be like, bro, slow down. head up, because you'd start running them ropes. You put your head down. You'd look out the fucking top of your eyebrows, and it was just fucking.
I'm surprised you didn't hit him with some dryling, because I remember when dryling we'd be running bag drills, and people would be aggressive. He's like, "You're holding a bag."
But yeah, I'm so used to the mentality of if you ain't sprinting, then you're walking. That's been my mindset since like I said, I gained consciousness at like 5 years old. That's been my mindset since then.
So think about this.
Trotting ain't sprinting, you know.
It's doing something. You ain't walking.
That's true.
You got that mindset to make it to college to play ball. You gotta sprint through everything.
What position did you guys play, by the way? Like I didn't hear what he said about that. That's what I was curious about.
Positions.
I played a defensive line, all across the D line.
What about you? Go ahead.
My bad. No, but yeah, no, I did pretty much the same. DN, defensive tackle, and then I eventually moved to middle linebacker.
So for people who are listening, don't forget, these guys are massive. These guys are over 6'2" each. What are you? 6'3", Kalen?
Carlos is like 5'4".
Yeah, he like 5'4". Don't let him lie
look
to
like
you.
a giant.
Yeah,
got the biggest back in the world. His back might be bigger than his height.
Wow.
Man. My how wide my shoulders are make me look short. I'm 6'1".
Oh,
6'1".
God.
He barely crossed the
taller than
threshold.
me.
He over there at 6 foot.
None of us were like, a lot of us weren't blessed like this big motherfucker over here. Kalen's like 6'12".
Hey, I tell everybody it's milk, man. Drink your milk, kid. And eat your vegetables.
No, milk gives you kidney stones. That's what milk does if you drink too much.
I ain't got them yet, so I'm still pushing.
So, y'all became good friends in training, like we talked about, and then things kind of meshed, and then me doing my thing, you know, I noticed early that y'all meshed. I kind of talked to Carlos, and I said, "Hey, man, you know, if you don't mind, I'd like to throw you with Big Mike and see how it goes." And you know, y'all took your bumps, you took your fucking beatings, you. Never were selfish. You never complained about when you had to take an L. It was always everything for the better. And to this day, y'all come to as many trainings as you can, which is a testament to who y'all are and the betterness you see in the ring as y'all continue forward. Like, you're putting in the work and it shows in the ring. So very proud of you two. Think the world needs to know about y'all's journeys because it's a unique one. Kind of along the same timeline where, you know, football and college football, and then finding that passion in the ring. So super awesome, super proud of y'all. And look, now y'all the HCW Tag Team Champions as the Diamond Kings.
Are they the youngest champions that you've had, like on any roster that you've been a promoter for?
I don't think so, because Stormy,
not youngest, quickest. I'm sorry,
the quickest.
Yeah, they've been training with you since after HCW became a company,
right?
So that's less than a year and a half that they. I mean,
I think Only Friends would be the quickest because they came together and then quickly took over the tag division and became the champions. Now, my boys just fucking took them titles from Only Friends in a brutal. Man, y'all were kind of mean out there.
Hey, we just following instructions.
I don't even know if you blame it all on them, to be honest. But
I get sent out there. I'm not fighting for no wins. I'm fighting to put pain on people.
You won the titles fair and square, but then you just rubbed it in.
No,
so
we don't fight for wins. We fight for keeps.
Yeah, it's not after we won that we realized that there's targets on our back. We did that to show that the targets are still on everybody else, not us.
Oh.
That's
just because you're the champions don't mean the targets stop. That means the targets got more.
Oh no, we still locked in. We still seeing red.
Oh, okay,
that's it. Okay. There's no complacency on our side.
I got you.
at all.
So, and that kind of like, let's go into y'all's tag title win. So, Kansas State Fair, y'all faced Only Friends, and unfortunately, you come out on the short end. But then a change happened. It looked like Jekyll, you kind of I don't know if you knocked some sense into him, spoke some sense into him, or what you did to him. But that promo. I don't know about what happened there, but at the end of that thing, when you stood up and you said, and what was the line? Because the line was good.
Me or Jet?
You.
At the end of that whole thing.
Now I'm just cut different.
That's it.
Now I'm just cut different.
I'm just cut different. You were already the diamond.
Yep.
But to me, and I told you early, like, you were the diamond as a baby face. I could have thrown you in a fucking match and put you over with the crowd. But then when you got cut different, what changed?
A lot more just thinking about what I'm targeting on the opponent's body. More just about, instead of entertaining, I was causing pain. That was my whole thing. It was more like, I love to entertain, I love to be there for the people, but then what Jack was telling me and what he unlocked was not just wrestling for the people, but wrestling for ourselves,
Right.
and not just causing entertainment, but also causing havoc. So that's what he pretty much spoke into me, and other things, but yeah, that's pretty much what it was me wrestling for pain instead of pleasure, pretty much.
Gotcha. So, Jekyll, you got 7 years on him. And in that 7 years, you know, you've seen probably just a little more than he has. But now it seems like y'all are more locked in now than I've ever seen you locked in. Do you agree with that statement?
100%. Like y'all said in the beginning, me and him we meshed perfectly, and I could see that potential in him, like, flourish. I felt him pushing me, and I felt like it was only right, as not just another wrestler, but also as his friend and partner, to push him too, to unlock that vicious side that I see that was laying dormant. I knew that he could become what he is now. I knew that he could do it. He just had some sort of barrier blocking him. He was just stopping himself because he felt like he needed to do it for others versus himself. But once I started making him realize that he needed to do it for himself just as much, if not more, then success will actually start to come.
And it has. Y'all are HCW Tag Champs. So them words and that trust and them talking to sank in with him, and it seemed like a switch was flipped, and it's been great to fucking watch and awesome. So my last question before we kick it over to Bobby, he has a couple. So my last question is, what does it mean to y'all to be part of the Seventh Seal, in there with KT Lynn, Simon, the Midwest Monster Blade, and y'all as the Diamond Kings, Darian Jekyll and Michael Maverick? What does that group mean to y'all right now in your careers?
You go first. You go.
I'll be honest with you, I feel like I'm home. Like, I feel like I've not just found my people that I can take over with, but people that I know I can trust. Starting from like Katie with Simon, with Blade, and recently added Kuda.
That's it.
Yeah, I felt like I found not just my people that understand me, but also the people that want the same thing that we all want, which is dominance.
That's it.
Yeah,
what about you?
I pretty much agree with that whole thing. And it just, it allows me to be more creative with a bunch of older minds of the business and everything. I see it as that they are like a north star to me because they've been in here a lot longer than I have. They've dealt with way more different situations than I have. So my whole place in the group, that the way I see it is that I'm the sponge. I'm the one who is listening to everybody else's input, and I'm putting in bits and pieces on how to make something more dangerous or work better in the whole hindsight of the whole story and everything. So yeah, like you said, I feel like I am home. I feel like I am surrounded by a bunch of people who could improve me in and out of the ring. So I'm loving the 7 Seal right now.
Loving the 7 Seal. Before I ask any question, I got to get this damn taste. All
right, you want another
That
beer?
shit got
what
worse.
What are we doing this time?
Hey, you guys choose. You guys want us to drink the sinful orange or sinful apple or blood orange?
Whoa.
Is the blood orange just orange, or is it a blood orange?
I think they're all apple with orange. Like it's Angry Orchard hard cider. So I don't know exactly till we open it. It doesn't matter. We're gonna drink them both.
I don't know. I'd say the orange. I'd say the orange.
Blood orange.
I agree
Blood
with
orange it is. Think so?
Yeah.
I mean, we are talking about the 7 Seal. Blood orange kind
Blood
of
orange.
fits
There
that.
you go. There you go.
Especially what they did to Logan Knight and Stormy at the end of
this one
y'all's
really smells
tag
good.
title match.
It just fits
But
the story. It fits
Angry Orchard, blood orange,
Oh wow, this is really
hard
red.
cider. We're
This
gonna
is
try
some
this.
red ass shit. I was getting goosebumps because of how terrible that
It is.
uh,
It is a little red.
Yeah,
Hang on.
it smells good.
It does smell tasty.
Cheers.
Let's do this shit.
Oh, thank God, that's not as bad as the.
I don't mind that one at all.
That one
I love
is
it.
way
It's just
smoother.
like, oh, thank God, it wasn't
Yeah,
as bad.
I don't
as the
mind
other
that one at all.
But no, we were talking about this blood orange hard cider.
Yeah,
It's
good
better than
stuff.
the other two so far.
Yeah. The pumpkin wasn't bad. This definitely kills the pumpkin or the berry. The berry's probably the last one.
Yeah, as long as he got rid of that berry flavor.
Yeah, I agree.
But no, why don't, before I ask my couple questions that I got, they're really generic and it's really just to kind of play around with like what's been going on at HCW. But I'm going to hit you with some today in wrestling history. And I thought it was perfectly timed out with how this panned out. All
Okay.
right. But this, I guess, as of right now, until maybe say Smack Talk doesn't like us no more, Smack Talk Showdown this segment today in wrestling history is brought to you by Smack Talk Showdown. Smack Talk Showdown is a card game that I reached out to just nonchalant, and I just said, hey, it looked cool. And I was like, usually on those Facebook posts, I'm like, I don't even know if this is a real thing, but I'm going to try it out. They only had like 300 followers on their Facebook page, but their Instagram had a couple thousand. And then apparently Chris Van Vliet's played this game and all this stuff. So he's been on their specific YouTube page. So that's why I reached out. And so they were gracious and sent us this game to try. We're going to try that on here after I hit you with some today in wrestling. So we're going to have a little fun. But no, on October 13th, 1997, on Raw, the faction of Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Chyna, and Rick Rude officially dubbed themselves as D-Generation X. For the first time, whilst interrupting an in-ring interview segment with Vince McMahon and the Hart Foundation. The origin of the DX name has often been debated over the years.
That's actually really freaking cool today in wrestling history. Like a generational moment, you know, DX made so many waves and helped WWE win the Monday Night Wars between them and Austin. Like WWE was on fire. So that's a great today in wrestling history. And especially since, you know, within Heartland Wrestling, the 7th Seal is kind of on fire also. So
my question though is like, why was it such a hard topic to talk about? Like, is it because of the two different names or what?
What are you talking about?
D-Generation X. What was the original people that were a part of that?
I think it was always going to be
It
that
was?
group.
Well, that's why I was curious because I heard people say like it says it's often been debated over the years, but like
I think the name itself.
just the name. Okay,
Correct.
that's why I was like,
I think it was just the name that they wanted that was debated forever. Do y'all remember it all?
Kaylin does not.
Yeah,
I was probably like 10.
1997.
yeah.
He wasn't born
I
until
wasn't even
2001.
thought of yet.
Oh, fuck.
2002.
I wasn't even thought of at that point.
So yeah, this dude
Damn.
knows nothing about
You-
China. China was
fuck.
like already in Playboy by then.
Bro, why y'all
Yeah,
make me feel so
I
old
was-
on this
I was
shit?
one of
Fuck
those
y'all
kids
young
where-
fucks.
in elementary school, we were getting in trouble for telling each other to suck it without knowing what it meant.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
me and our wrestling
Yeah.
buddies, we run up to each other. Oh, suck it! Yeah, we were like, why are we getting in trouble? Why do we?
That's
have
actually
to
what
go to
started
yeah.
our sex ed course in 5th grade. Was that and a hot dog day at lunch? That's literally what started sex ed for 5th graders.
Oh,
the year I went to school, I was
my.
like, wow. Yeah,
DX
so- and I
teaching
don't know if that
kids
was
the
maybe
essentials.
also pertaining to Val Venus back when he hello ladies,
Right.
So I mean
That
you
was a
got whole
great
bunch of
segment,
stuff.
too.
Ladies.
Mhm.
So yeah, but no, I thought it was played great homage to what we're here about today. So why don't we get into our first ever Smack Talk Showdown?
I'm excited about this,
Like,
and show why I can whoop y'all's young pups' asses. That's what I'm
Oh
excited about.
shit! So I'm going to give you. I've already talked to these fellas about all the rules. Just for the listeners who are involved, the game is again called Smack Talk Showdown. So make sure you're following them on Facebook, Instagram, and I think you can visit them at smacktalkshowdown.com to even purchase the game. Right now, I think they're offering free shipping or stuff like that, and it's only $20 for this game, and then you can buy expansion packs and so forth, just like Cards Against Humanity. But, anyways, this game is for 3 players. And it is to become a pro wrestler and smack talk your opponent into the lead up of your upcoming match. The promo. If you can talk smack, you can play. No wrestling knowledge required. I would almost argue that. I think that it's good to play a little homage to people who are great promo givers.
I mean, maybe, but like, what about like actors? Actors could play this game and probably kill half of the industry.
Like you said, this is a great acting building and promo building skill. I think this is going to be just as much fun as it is maybe difficult for some people down the road. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun. But anyways, I'm going to draw some cards here. I'm going to draw 2 name cards for each of these guys. And what we're going to do here is we're going to have the 2 tag team champions go up against the HCW owner, Billy Simmons. I'm going to draw two names for each of these guys. They're going to have their different name. It's not going to be Darren Jekyll or Michael Maverick. Then I'm going to draw a segment card. So this is what they're going to actually have to talk about and where they're at and the location of where they're wrestling and the buildup. And then I'm going to draw 3 smack cards. So 2 of those smack cards, I'm going to play on each of those halfway through a 45-minute timer. I'm going to
45 second.
A 45-second timer. I'm sorry. we could do this all day.
No, we can't.
But no, I'm going to stop them halfway through, which is like 23 and 22 and a half seconds.
God, that's so
and I'm going to make them revert. And actually, in the game, it says that you could actually choose to, but I don't see why you would choose 2 on one and not the others to make it harder. That just is a little different for me. But anyway, we're going to have fun with this. I'm going to throw the smack cards in their face, and we're going to see who goes. I think, who do we want to go first? I'm going to draw. I don't want people to think that I'm actually taking off the top of the
Listen,
deck.
we're going to let the youngsters go first. I'm the old man, so I need the advantage. So the youngsters go first. Let me hear their smack talk.
All right. So I'm going to draw each of their names first. All right. So this is where I'm going to let Billy have the choice of what he wants to name you guys.
Oh, shit.
So he can mix up any 2 separate color cards, right?
He's
so
gonna mess us up.
these 4 cards, you have the Hunter. It's just Hunter, Despicable, Rascal, and Hateful. So which of these 2 cards would you like to mix up for each of them? I'll let you have them.
Yeah, let me see these.
I figured this would be we're just going to have a little fun with it. He is the owner of HCW and all.
All right.
You assign them who they are.
Yeah.
I'll let you have that.
So I'm gonna use this as an
And this
advantage.
is gonna be yours.
All right. I'm gonna use this as an advantage. Carlos,
Yeah.
your name is gonna be the Hateful Hunter.
Hateful Hunter. Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Big Mike, your name is going to be the Despicable Rascal.
Ooh, this is going to be fun.
Rascal. Okay.
The Hateful Hunter and Despicable Rascal.
That's
all
it.
right.
That's it. What's my name?
Billy's name. All right. This is perfect. I don't even know how this even came up. I'm going to call him the Wandering Owl.
Oh my God.
The Wandering Owl. Or it could be Owl Wandering, and that's just a little weird. So
Wandering Owl.
Wandering Owl.
I need those over here.
All right.
Wandering Owl.
So here is their segment, ladies and gentlemen. So this segment has got to be talked about amongst all three of them. I mean, the two duo ones, I think they're just going to have the two separate things, but it's going to be on their behalf versus this guy. So this one is a 1 hour presentation, Bridgetown, Barbados. So just say Barbados. If you guys want to mention this, you get like extra props for being able to mention it.
Yeah, you should always mention, especially in promos, you should always mention town and what style of match it is.
But anyways, for the 1 hour presentation in Bridgetown, Barbados, the wrestlers must convince the audience to buy a timeshare. The best pitch wins.
Buy a timeshare.
Bridgetown, Barbados. Buy a timeshare.
To buy a timeshare.
And I'm the Wandering Owl.
You're the Wandering Owl. And I got 3 lucky smack cards.
Bridgetown, Barbados. Fine. Okay.
Let me get my timer up. 45 seconds. I'm going to go 45 seconds. Who's going to go first out of you two?
The man who's better with the promos. And that's Jack. And that's the Hateful Hunter.
Hateful Hunter.
The Hateful Hunter. And listeners, I do want your guys' input. So, I mean, I'm going to have my thoughts on who I think won. I mean, I'm not going to try to be biased since Billy's sitting next to me and all. But I will like people who are listening, please give us your thought of who you think wins. And I think that's going to be the ultimate factor. I think it'd be awesome to even have a title belt to give out to like who had the best promo, like obviously way later down the road, especially if they're on here multiple times.
Right. Okay.
All right. So 45 seconds, Mr. Hunter, you were going to go first. And don't forget, I'm going to stop you at the 22.5 second mark to interrupt you for a little quick smack. Tell me when you were ready.
Hey, before we start,
before we start,
So the segment just says,
here you go.
Sell timeshare.
The segment says 1 hour presentation. So you have to act like it's a 1 hour presentation. And the wrestlers must convince the audience to buy a timeshare. The best pitch wins.
From me? So they're trying to get them.
They're trying to get the listeners or me to get a timeshare. So imagine us playing with a crowd of people.
It's not versus each other. It's kind of trying to get the. Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
All right, I'm good.
Are you guys good with that? Or do you guys need more clarification? Or do you guys want me to draw a different segment card? Because I can do that too. Since this is our first time.
Let's do it. We got to learn, baby.
I'm asking. All right.
I'm just rocking with the punches.
And I'll start this timer.
All right.
And I'm going to stop it when I interrupt you. All right, here we go. And go.
So I need y'all all to understand that the only way that you'll be able to get away from the Hateful Hunter is by buying this timeshare in Barbados. You'll actually be in a luxury area and don't have to worry about the hunter hunting for you. I won't have to come down on you because you'll be chilling on the beach.
Stop for some smack talk. Just like Mike, the speaker must compare their skills to a famous athlete. And go.
Just like Ray Lewis and the way he handles catching every single ball, you'll be able to catch every single beach out in Barbados when you get this timeshare. Be able to sit in luxury.
And that's time.
Fuck.
I thought that was pretty good for a first time. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I mean, this is hard. I would not want to be a wrestler. Right
Difficult.
That is a shot in the damn dark. Jesus.
All righty, here we go.
Can I get my name one more time? The what rascal?
You are the despicable.
I don't want these. Look like
rascal.
This one's not gotten shoveled, so I'm going to draw one different one to take away from the other one. All right, just so I don't have
despicable rascal.
Okay.
Should use. Wow. Here we go. This is perfect. All right, so you let me know when you are ready, and I will start your timer and then hit you with smack.
Despicable rascal. All right. I got the character in my head. Let's do it.
And 3, 2, 1, deliver.
Now, I have to tell you one thing first. I have no clue what a timeshare is. But the one thing you can do is go ahead and get this timeshare for Barbados. I think that's what it's called, Barbados. Yeah, you can either go share time there or share time here, but you're not going to share time with me because I'm the one who's going to be running
Smack
loud all
Talks
over
pause. Cold in here. The speaker must complain about how cold it is in the arena.
Now, unlike this arena, now Barbados, it won't be as cold as it is in here. You won't be shivering your timbers in Barbados. You're going to be nice and warm and nice and sweaty, but you won't be all freezing and shivering like you are in this here arena. So go ahead and get yourself a timeshare for this Barbados place whenever I figure out what a timeshare is.
I was not ready for that voice. I was not ready for that voice.
Well, I was like Rascal, and I was like, "Yep, country dude."
I got my hands full here.
Let me reset.
Let's see what time you can share, buddy.
All right, so now the time is on Billy Simmons.
All right,
All right, you tell me when to go. I'll count down 3, 2, 1 when you're ready.
On you.
3, 2, 1, deliver.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Wandering Owl. And as I've traveled all over the world, the Wandering Owl comes to Bridgetown, Barbados. And why do I come to Bridgetown, Barbados? Let me tell you, because Bridgetown is immaculate. Bridgetown makes you want to do things to others.
Smack Talk break. The Warrior. The speaker must remove one of their name cards. They now have a one-word name. Deliver.
And as just like Barbados, the owl always comes in clutch. So what you do today, you go to Bridgetown, Barbados, and you get yourself the best timeshare in the business. You get you what all these others can't, what the owl brings, and that is the greatest timeshare ever.
Well, hello, ladies. Okay, so and then I'm gonna preface this like that was awesome. Okay, for all three of you guys, Josh, I don't normally hype anybody up. All right, Josh made that look, and like you said, it could be because he's a preacher. I think he could probably outbeat all three of you guys just because of how. And I also, and I'm going to say this: that he did have one leg on top of you. I gave him the smack card before because I didn't know that. So that's one thing he did have, but he just mentioned the smack. He like brought the smack up, like it was kind of
but you cut me off halfway through a promo to give me a smack card.
And that's
different,
and that is why. And I'll give him that. So I was like, damn. So I mean. That's the only reason why I would say that his was like,
nah, fuck that.
I think it's surprising.
Listen, my little brother can't beat me in no fucking promo.
Oh, we're definitely going to have a promo showdown right here.
It will be the Smack
right
Talk
now.
Showdown of the century.
Oh, shit. That's a challenge. You listening, JD? Joshua Miller?
You know what's going to happen
David?
at practice next.
All right, so I'm going to say this. Obviously, I liked Billy's delivery more than both of yours. I'm just being honest. But I liked your uniqueness, Kalen, for how like the rat. Come on, I was not ready for that. I thought you were. I didn't even think you were going to come up with that. Like the voice, you came out with the voice perfect. Carlos, I think you were just a little cold, just because you were the first person to go. I'm not gonna judge you on how bad or good you did, but I will say I think it's tough going first.
I am. You suck. Fucking get better.
I don't know you're good enough to talk shit. I'm just saying. But no, listeners, just let us know in the chat whose promo you like the most. But I think this is just going to keep getting better as people are listening to this because they're going to be like, "Oh, I'm going to be prepared for this shit."
So just big shout out, Smack Talk Showdown. First time ever seeing it, getting my eyes on it, actually playing it, doing it. Listen, this thing not only could help you get better in acting, help you get better in wrestling, it can help you get better in a lot of different things. Go out, get your Smack Talk Showdown, sit down with your friends, talk as much shit as you can because that's the fun of everything. Life, professional wrestling, movies, it doesn't matter. Talking shit is king. You don't like it?
I think that's why
get
you
better.
and Josh are great at it, because that's all we did growing up. We just talked mad shit on each other. But yeah. And I actually asked you, I think I asked you like right before I hit send, I was like, hey, I'm sending this email and I'm going to be telling them your name. I was like, I hope you're cool with that. He's like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, let's do it.
So
what'd y'all think? What'd you think of the game? What did you think of the concept?
The concept is good. I like it. I think that would be a great drinking game, especially how you guys explained it. It's just a wrestling version of Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
And I like it. Once you actually understand how all the pieces get put together, it will be real fun, especially in a group of wrestlers. It would be great, especially knowing how creative everybody can get.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, imagine doing this for like the intermission break.
Listen, I think what this game could really be like, it could be a huge training tool, just for helping people learn to cut promos and do different things. I used to tell everybody all the time, I would be driving down the road and I'd tell my daughters, pick out something along the way and I'll cut a promo on it. And Paige one time told me, cut a promo on a sunflower. And so for the next minute and a half, I cut a promo on a damn sunflower. And we used to do that all the time. And it just helps you get better. Cut promos in the shower, get in front of the mirror, cut promos. Promos will help you along in your career. So it's a good thing. That's Smack Talk Showdown. Thanks for the sponsorship.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm interested in diving deeper into it.
A lot of fun. A lot of fun to watch. I'm glad I'm not taking part because I don't know how the hell I would do. But no, that's what was cool about Josh's is he used a little bit of Dusty with the way, because he has a lisp anyway. And
but he's a damn preacher, so
right.
That's an advantage.
Big facts. But I liked the story that Dusty's son gave about how he would like cut promos in the produce section. Like, you see that lettuce over there? I don't like it, but that tomato does.
I don't like
it. Like, what? That dude's
Facts.
Yeah. But no, yeah, thanks again. That was fun. I'm glad that I reached out to him when I did. So hopefully, like they said, we can look at doing stuff maybe in the future. So
nice.
Be prepared for that. Maybe a giveaway. We'll team up once we get some following going, and we'll make some clips about this. We'll see how much fun and traction we'll get. So shout out to him.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah. I guess let me get into my question that I had. I guess really I think I'm reaching out from like the fandom in. What would you guys say if somebody like myself, somebody who's been in the industry, like in HCW, not the industry, and been able to be in the back, not as a fan, and asked you about how is the Seventh Seal ran? Who runs the show?
Ooh.
Well, you're talking about like the Seventh Seal as like a whole, right? Or
well, that, and I think you can kind of. We've seen a promo with somebody looking like they got a little forced to cut a promo. We see Katie Lynn smacking people to cause more harm. We see people snapping fingers, pointing. And plus, I'm not gonna cut this. I think some people are a little crazy in their head. I'm just saying, not necessarily you guys. You guys are on camera here. I wouldn't say that in front of your face. I'll do it behind your back. But no, I think that the fans are the ones that are wanting to know who's really running shit down in the Seventh Seal. Or if you guys could even actually say, or if you feel comfortable saying, that'd be even more. Ooh.
Yeah, it's getting to a point
where like little Mike right now. What's going on, big guy?
I'd say Blade has the longevity. He has the experience. He knows how to calculate everything piece by piece to lead to a bigger picture. But I think who's sending the troops out day by day is KT Lynn. But Blade is the one who's putting the pieces into the bigger picture.
So what you're saying is Blade is Jerry Jones, and quite possibly KT Lynn
Why the
might
Cowboys?
be Tony Romo.
I'm not a Cowboys fan. So, yeah.
I'm a Cowboys fan.
As soon as you said Jerry Jones, I was like,
maybe Blade is
Bill Belichick?
No, maybe Blade is
Please not
Andy
say-
Reid,
Okay, I'll argue that.
and KT Lynn is Patrick Mahomes.
There you go.
whoa.
There you go.
There we
Come
go.
on. Maybe,
Yeah.
Or maybe it's
Travis Kelce.
reverse.
Well, at the boiling point of it all, Katie's the heart of the Seventh Seal.
Ooh,
Wow.
She kind of helps keep all of us at level heads so that way we can accomplish our goals. However, Blade is kind of the head of the actual snake itself.
So
If anything, I'm listening to Blade before KT Lynn. Not fear wise, but fear wise.
But what about the viciousness that Katie shows? Match that Blade had with Johnny.
Yes.
Katie was there, a lot to say that Johnny had Blade beat. Who knows if he would have kicked out or not, but Katie clearly put the foot on the rope. But at the end of that, Blade snapped, was pissed off, hit him with 2 bloodbaths, but Katie Lynn wasn't done there. She smacked the monster and told him, do it again.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I don't know if it's Katie Lynn, if it's Blade. Maybe it's fucking Simon's psycho ass or you 2 big monsters. I don't know who's running the Seventh Seal.
After you said Simon, it kind of clicked. He already has multiple personalities. What if there is one that we don't know about that could be running the whole thing? See, I'm a big conspiracy theorist. I have a lot of conspiracies in my head.
Okay.
That's probably the biggest one that I'm thinking about right now.
So you're saying that there is a potential that the warped, messed up mind of Simon, there could be another version that we're not seeing besides what we've seen right now. So right now we've seen Simon.
So it's like split.
Right. We've seen Simon and we've seen Balasong. Right?
We've seen Balasong. Balasong died, right? Is that right?
I don't know if he died or if
Or
just Simon took over. But what y'all are saying is there's a potential that Simon has a third personality and that he is running everything within that personality?
It could be the one sane personality, but then again, I've only seen the 2.
Oh, wow.
But then again, if there's 2, there's a possibility of there being more.
Whoa.
So on some Moon Knight shit.
I mean, I just
Moon
saw that
Knight,
stupid
just like that.
Netflix series of Michael Gein. That's some real shit, man.
Ed Gein?
Ed Gein. I said Michael.
I haven't seen that yet.
The
I want to
Monsters?
watch that.
Yeah.
Some wild
Oh,
shit.
shit.
I had no idea that they were tied to Psycho. I knew Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I didn't know he was tied to Psycho, and then also
I haven't watched
Wild
it yet, so
Bill
don't spoil it. Spoil it.
Buffalo. Well, apparently it's no knowledge, but
Nice.
Buffalo Bill and Butterfly, Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that neither.
Okay, so here's my question. You pitched the Simon side, you pitched the Blade, the Katie side. But what about the King over here?
Ooh.
He is the underground king. What if he's running things? That's your best
Thought of
friend.
that because
That's your
dude's
tag
so
partner.
close. Maybe he got me close, just so I didn't suspect that.
Subconsciously, he may, or unconsciously, maybe he got you.
He
going.
changed you?
Hey,
He didn't do no witchcraft.
All I can say
You
is,
do got a point.
if I am the one pulling the strings, I would never let anyone know. Because the best thing that the devil ever did was convince everyone he never existed.
Ooh, that is a fantastic
But then again-
line.
But then
Very
again, who's
good
the
line.
devil now, though?
Interesting.
I mean, you guys
Who's
broke
the devil?
that
Okay.
broke a lot of hearts.
Now.
So y'all are tag champs. Y'all are now the top of the tag division. Y'all have proven that you deserve to be there and now have the goal to prove it. What do you say about anybody coming in? You have a huge match October 18th versus No Coast Yakuza. What's your thoughts on them? You fought them multiple times now. They've gotten victories. You've gotten victories. Now you've got a big tag title match. Your first ever tag title match. What's your thoughts?
Like I said earlier, the target's still not on us. The target's still on everybody else, and we made that point after the match with Only Friends last show that we're not gonna get complacent. We're not just gonna roll over. And yeah, there might be a target on our backs in their eyes, but the target is still on everybody else in our eyes.
Nice.
What type of individual or team do you see being a threat, not to the Seventh Seal, but to the Diamond Kings?
What type of threat?
Threat, not necessarily like, oh, you're scared of them, but like who are two people that are a tag team or that could be a tag team that you wouldn't necessarily say you wouldn't want it to be your first, I guess, vengeance for that title?
I'll be honest with you. To anyone that does step in the ring with us, just understand that you are going to be not just fighting for the titles, you'll be fighting for your lives. So if, in my personal humble opinion, there isn't one person that we don't overlook, but I am far more than confident that no one's a true threat to us. We are the threat.
We will never become the prey. We will always be the predators. Simple as that. But to answer your question truthfully, with just like you said, not necessarily scared of or people who we see as a threat, but with chemistry and all of that, I would say, and just because they go in depth, they have so many people that they could put up against us, would be like Dakota brand. Cam Dakota, he sponsors any wrestler who he sees that could protect him and his image. So he has multiple people that he can throw at us, but not enough people that could not anybody who could actually beat us.
Another thing, you guys are coming in at this at a great time because now Dickie is no longer owner at all. So like you can't have, I mean, you probably won't have many curveballs thrown your way either. So I think that's a benefit for sure for you guys down the road. I'm not saying that was a hindrance on most of those other tag teams that didn't last as long as maybe you guys, but I think that's one thing that Billy has over Dickie is that he hasn't thrown any curveballs like that yet.
Well, yeah, that's true. And like, just don't.
And he's stingy with money, so you ain't gonna pay nobody off.
Everybody else. Yeah, if you do throw a curveball or anything or try to screw us over, we'll just do you like we do everybody else.
Whoa.
Okay, so on that, and I don't want to interrupt you. I just didn't want to forget this thought, and this will be my last question. On top of that question I just asked, what's one thing that could harm the Seventh Seal, not tag team or individual? What's one thing that could stop the Seventh Seal from continuing on causing damage? Like, what's one thing that like maybe somebody might be not liking what's going on? They don't want to get slapped by either KT. Or they don't want to have anything held over them by either whoever's running business. Like, is there a weak spot in the Seventh Seal really?
If there is a weak spot, it's already been addressed. Like, if there's one thing that I've already said about the Seventh Seal, we are all individuals that have very creative minds, but we all have the same goal. We are all on the same page. Everyone has their role to play. Everyone has their paragraph to write down into this book of history. But we are all writing the same book. So if there is a weakness in this faction, it's probably already been addressed. But if there's one thing that I could say, it would be ego. But none of us have that because, like I said, Katie being the heart of us, she keeps that in check.
And that's why I actually want to change my opinion about her. I called her Halle Berry from John Wick 3. She's the one that releases the dogs, right?
Oh, yeah.
Here's one for you. She is 19, I don't know what year it was, 1981. She's the Russian's wife in Rocky 4, and then Blade's probably the Russian.
So here you go. you want to say if I pull things that things might happen to me like everything's happened to the other. But what if I put the Cursed versus the Diamond Kings for the tag titles?
So the Seventh Seal versus themselves.
So, with that,
Keep playing games with me. I can play games back.
Okay. See, with that, it would be they have the experience, but then we got the better joints. So,
But you're
it will
talking
kinda
about a
even
tag
itself
team
out.
that held probably 8 different tag team titles at the same time around the country, including the AIWF World Tag Champions. You're saying
True.
that if it came down and I said the Cursed versus the Diamond Kings for the tag titles, you say y'all go over no matter what.
Yeah, just because you know a lot does not mean you know everything.
Amen to that. Look,
And
just
I'm
to
a creative
piggyback
son
off
of a
of
bitch.
that, just to piggyback off that, all accolades to the Curse. Yeah, they've held 8 tag titles at one time, but have they ever faced anyone like the Diamond Kings? And to answer that question is a solid no, because we are uncopied. You can't replicate us.
Them
There
are
they
big
are.
words. And does that put a division
A weakness.
within the Cursed
A
or
weakness.
within the Seventh Seal?
I don't think a division, but I think a drive for all 4 of them.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think a division, but I think a drive. You know,
Healthy competition.
the Cursed would think that that they have the experience and the longevity over us, but then we think we got the speed, agility, and just the younger mindset. Like we're continuing to learn new things. You guys might have those two might have have their own system and been rocking with that system for so long that they're not thinking of anything else or anything different to happen.
Okay. Interesting questions, but we're starting to run a little bit, so let's start racking some different things and get this thing finished up.
Yeah, let's highlight our next show real quick.
So we have October 18th, Salina, Kansas at Sky Trampoline Park. You have Freaked Out. Kids 12 and under are free with a paying adult, and that is at the Sky Trampoline Park. The back alley is the name of the event center in the back. So come out, support, and watch the Diamond Kings defend their tag team titles versus No Coast Yakuza, which is Christian Temple and Chris Vale. And then Saturday, October 25th, Wichita, Kansas presents Wake the Dead at the Osage Rec Center, where you will see Lilith Grimm defend her titles. You will see Dick Richards versus the illustrious Ray Leon, and you will see the winner of Chance Kerrigan and Clay Huna go on to face Kane Carter for the Independence Championship.
Has Dickie acknowledged anything about what his is giving up for yet, or is that still going to have? I mean, he still hasn't signed that paper yet for you, so
He has not. I haven't heard anything.
I just didn't
yet.
know. But no, then you have there you go.
Also on October 25th, you have Brutal Bob Evans and Kevin Kelly coming in for a seminar that is for all wrestlers and people looking into the business. So reserve your spot now, and that is $60, not $75. We have lowered the price on that. So that is October 25th from 11 to 4. All right. And then if you're interested in becoming a professional wrestler, kind of like the HCW Tag Champs, which is Darian Jekyll and Michael Maverick, join us at the Bears Den training facility. You can reach out to me on social media. Facebook is what I respond to the most, or text me at 620-802-5209. And we will lock you in and get you ready for professional wrestling training. Now, guys, it does cost. I don't do this stuff for free. So, but we'll talk about all that during that phone call and be ready to work. It's nothing pretty, but neither is greatness.
There you go.
Training facility there out.
Angry Orchard. What's that? I'm sorry, I talked over you.
No, you're good. I was just saying that's the best training facility out right now.
I appreciate that. That means a lot. Honestly, it means a lot. So we're going to open this last one. This is Sinful Apple. So I'm thinking cinnamon apple.
Apples, yeah.
It's Angry Orchard Heights hard cider. No, they are not a sponsor yet, but you should.
Cheers.
I mean, I drink them every time. Anyway, cinnamon apple.
Cinnamon apple.
That's simple.
Wow. That's interesting.
All right, so I think the order we kind of did it in, cinnamon apple probably is the best. It's probably the best one. I would put the last one we drank.
Blood orange.
Yep, the blood orange is second. I think we would go with the pumpkin third and the berry blast probably last.
Berry blast needs to go with, or berry bewitched berry or whatever. Needs to go with the trash.
But Sinful Apple, very kind of tasty. So get an opportunity. It's Halloween season, so run out Angry Orchard hard cider. Get yours today.
It is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month,
is.
so make sure you were supporting the cancer wearing of pink and all that other stuff, and donate when you can or whatever you can, whether that be time or money.
Let's talk about that for just 1 second. So October 18th and October 25th, we are going to have HCW Breast Cancer Awareness pink shirts on sale. If you're interested in ordering early, message me, get with me. We'll get your sizes and get you ordered, but they will be on sale for both the Salina and Wichita October dates. Get your order in now if you're interested.
I already got my 2 ordered, one for me, one for the wife. So yeah, I mean, it's going to look pretty good under a suit jacket. But no, before we go, make sure you're following Smack Talk Showdown on all the socials.
100%.
Huge shout out to them letting us try this out, especially that's how they promote. That's how they sponsored us. They gave it to us for free. We didn't have to pay. So that is what I will tell you this, but it really is not very expensive at all. If you go to their website, you can check it out.
And it's a great game. It's going to be a tool that I think can be used for getting better with promos and any aspect of life of just kind of talking smack. So good game. Going to be fun.
Don't forget the giveaway for the VIP experience coming November 22nd. Nowhere to Run, HCW, Mason Coley Creative, Chubby Buddy Studio, HCW. Make sure you're following them. Go to the socials. Check that out.
And then, guys, what's your socials? Give us where they can get a hold of you, where they can see you, where you do stuff outside of Heartland Championship Wrestling also. So where can they follow you and keep up with the Diamond Kings and Darian Jekyll and Michael Maverick?
Well, I got a few different socials. You can follow me on Facebook, Darren Jekyll. You can also go to Instagram. I have my Instagram hold is the Underground King with the D as a 3. Then I also have a TikTok and a YouTube under Warrior Prince Carlos. Check me out through those areas.
And all my socials are Facebook and Twitter, or X is going to be Michael Mav CCP. Instagram is going to be Michael Maverick Pro. And my TikTok, Local Black Guy MM. It's Local Black Guy MM. I got a few things on there as well. No YouTube or anything, but those are my socials. Go ahead and drop a follow, and I will follow you guys back.
Oh, yeah. Guys, I appreciate y'all. It has been a fantastic time. I'm sure I'm going to have you at some point again, but the new Heartland Champions, Tag Team Champions, have officially been chopped with Bumping Chops. Congratulations on the belts, guys. Thank you for coming on the podcast. We love you. We'll see you down the road.
Thank you. Love y'all too.
Later.
Toodles.
Turn the volume up, they can hear from from hell. Everyone's ready, so let's ring the bell. Ding, 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 let's start the clock. HCW, yeah, we're bumping chop.